guys, welcome back to a brand new video. And today on the video we're gonna be doing something that I did right when the game launched, and with Forza Motorsport just around the corner, this is gonna be a helpful video because a lot of this will carry over to that game. And it is a way that it can also help you hit legendary tuner or legendary painter if that's something you're looking at doing in this game. And essentially I'm just going to be showing you guys my method that I use to tune any car, whether it be for drifting, drag racing, whatever I want to use the car for. There's actually a very easy way to do it that doesn't involve a lot of internal work as far as finding the parts. As soon as it gets to the fine tuning, I am going to cover both of those separate within the same video. But for the base customizations, it's actually a very simple process. So for the sake of today's video, I'm just going to choose a random car that I don't think I have a tune on. This car will work perfectly. And what I always start with is I go look at the other tuning setup. And before we get too much further in today's video, we do have a quick sponsor that's about 30 seconds long. If that doesn't interest you, no worries at all, as I do bring lots of many methods on this channel and there's many other ways to make money within the game. So coming back to the tuning and customization, say I want to make this car a drag tune. Well, what I'm going to do in this section is I'm going to go through the search, and in the description I'm going to do drag racing. You can do any of these, likely it will still show up. It's just a keyword to search for. And then I'll go through and look at the highest rated tune, which seems to be this one right here. And then I will proceed to download and install this tune on my car. Now you may be thinking, how does this allow me to actually tune my own cars? Well, just hold your horses. We will be getting to that. Now keep in mind, this only works on cars you haven't previously modified in the past. You want everything to be base and untouched on your car. I hate this Hot Wheels thing. It's been like 6 months and I'm still spawning in this place. I haven't changed it. And now that you've done that, you want to go to custom upgrade, and it's going to tell you that it's locked because you have someone else's tune on it. That's okay. You're going to go past that, confirm it. And now that you've downloaded that tune, essentially the only things that are purchased on this car are the things that the owner or the person who made the tune put on their car. So you can go through every single thing, see exactly what customizations they put on to make it the way they did. Obviously they didn't change the engine at all. And you go through each individual thing and you apply everything that's purchased because that's what was on the tune. So I'm going to do that quickly. And just like that, we're done. So we're going to exit out. We're going to be okay with everything. We're going to install the setup. It should cost nothing because we already previously purchased this when we download the tune. Now keep in mind, this does work the exact same for a drifting tune on any car. Just make sure that's the one you select from the tuning setups. I just happen to do the drag racing tune, and that is the hardest part of making a tune, is knowing what the best parts to go on it are. And now that you have that out of the way, the custom tuning is relatively simple. You don't actually have to change a whole lot. Now it's not going to be perfect, it's not going to be the exact same as theirs, maybe not as fast, but for drag racing, essentially you want to just drag everything so that's at the furthest point. This is what I generally do. The springs, you can make the front a little higher than the back, but other than that, you don't have to touch a whole lot. If you don't have wings on it, you don't have to put anything towards speed. And the differential, I generally lock a higher to the acceleration and deceleration lower. But again, you can leave this relatively the same. You might have to play with the center balance if it's all-wheel drive, but keeping it around 50% is generally safe. I'm going to do just 70, and you can copy and paste exactly what I did for this car for pretty much every other car in the game in terms of drag racing tunes. Now for drifting, we are going to cover that just right away. I'm not going to cover the going in and finding a drifting tune because it is just the same. You search drift, download it, put the parts on, exact same thing as I did, but for the custom tuning, it is a little different, so I am going to reset it just quickly here. So for the gearing, what I generally do is I pull the front drive all the way back and I stretch first out a little, and then I kind of just make a slow and steady arc all the way through, getting smaller and smaller. You'll see what I mean here in just a second, but you have to pull most of these back quite a bit, and you make just the tiniest little arc. And what's very nice about this now is when you go back into the game, all the gears are close enough together that you can flip through them quickly enough to hit the next gear if you're redlining, or you can flip back. And if you need more speed or you need it more, you can just adjust the final drive and it will pull everything as one big unit. And this is the exact gearing ratio you can use pretty much for everything. The tires, as long as you have the right tires on, the tire pressure doesn't matter a whole lot. Springs, you don't really have to touch anything else. The differential, you can play around with that. make it more rear wheel drive. I do recommend a heavier rear wheel drive car, but at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter as long as your gearing is similar to this. And that's pretty much all there is to tuning in Forza Horizon. Motorsport is very similar as well. It's not as daunting as some people may think. I know a lot of people don't even touch it because there's so many options to change, but a majority of the options you don't even have to touch. But anyways, boys, that is going to be it for this video. If you made it all the way through to the end, let me know with a comment down below. As always, we'll see you in the next one. I'm out. Peace.